All right, guys. Now, this wouldn't be a sensu if there wasn't a little rant at the end, now would it? I think it's more important than ever to talk about what first principles are and what is not. And I want you to understand the dynamics of how some systems out there are designed and why they are fundamentally flawed and fundamentally deceiving. Companies incentivize you to give up your keys in exchange for yield. Like in Celsius' case, the message was really, you don't need your own wallet. Unbank yourself and send it to us, and we'll give you 8 to 80% yield for that. You have to remember, crypto is still unregulated. There's no discipline like in other institutions. Banks are more regulated. People sent money and they could do anything with them. But then they stopped people's ability to withdraw. It's like Hotel California. You can check in, but you can't check out. Coinbase over the summer, if you hold your crypto in Coinbase, they told you, should we be under litigation of any sort, we will freeze your funds and protect our investors. Some of them are not even hiding it, but are you aware of it? I personally don't want to be a product that is used to protect the investors of Coinbase. That is not aligned with first principles. To not have custody over my own value. They've done fiat on-ramp very well. It's easy to receive, but if they go bankrupt, you would get frozen. And then they're calling it crypto, but it's just marketing and you are their product. You can't say you have a community and they will be protected. In Xen, we protect you in the way of teaching you how it works. We're fully transparent with the code. We want you to understand everything. That's why we are so openly sharing everything. We teach you how to do crypto in a safe way. We teach you how to be self-sovereign. But then at the end of the day, it is up to you to be your own bank. And we try to minimize the point of failures for you to be your own bank. That's why we emphasize self-custody all the time. And we invent a token which you can't lose money on, so that it didn't cost you anything to acquire it. So you can learn with it. Bitcoin was designed to solve that problem. Bitcoin was designed to solve fiat custody. It's important to know why it was created in the first place. When you participate in any engine, the first question must be, am I sending and giving you control of my funds by signing this transaction? Then you give up your keys. In many cases, centralized exchanges are exactly that. If you send funds to their addresses, you have given up control. Coinbase has a fiduciary duty to their shareholders. By you using their product, you become their product. Coinbase is the Facebook of crypto. If it's free, you are the product. They don't care about you. They want your money by design. Voyager, Celsius, banks are not your friends. You have 3 Arrows C scandal, counterparty risk. You gave them economic energy to play with. They should have a disclaimer. If you give us your money, you can lose them. But their customers are not aware of that. And as we've seen, some of them have even gone to extensive length to try to convince you that your funds are safe, while their customers' money were being gambled with away in high risky bets that failed. They leverage that people don't like banks for one way or another, and under that feeling they made you give up value in a more unsafe system. They shouldn't do that. Businesses should not be designed in deception to begin with. They've gotten a big slam in the face right now, some of them. Unfortunately, it's at the expense of people's life savings. But rest assured, they will pop up again and again and again, unless we create competitive alternative systems. Banks lost people's money back in 2008 as well. And those of you who remember, But we have centralized entities in control, losing people's money in the same way today. Nothing has really changed fundamentally. You know, we must all be so grateful to Bitcoin and Satoshi. You have to understand what was so incredible with that invention. Satoshi solved the double spend problem. You know, I can send you something digital. I can send you an email, but then I can copy paste that email and send it to 1,000 others. But if I send you a Bitcoin, then we will both agree that the Bitcoin is yours now and I don't have it anymore. We don't have to trust each other because we can verify it. In that way, it doesn't matter if you are from Israel and I'm from Palestine, if you're from Ukraine and I'm from Russia, if you're from the US and I'm from China, and we really don't trust each other. We can both verify that the transaction took place. Now, I don't want us to ever be political in this community, but I just want to emphasize the value of having at least something to agree on. And Satoshi gave us that gift in solving the double spend problem. And then we got programmable money, so now we can play around in a sandbox and we can create these systems where we don't have to trust each other or institutions. We can find trust through consensus. So what would the effect be if we can really adopt this system and get great adoption for this system? The potential is that we can avoid many future conflicts.